YouTube? This is the Pokemon Man Skyfire, and I am bringing you a Pokemon 5th Generation Wi-Fi battle video. I am playing White 2 in this one, and the battle is against Bryan from the Pokemon Wi-Fi Room.com. Okay, you've noticed that I'm looking at a Ninjask and an Aerodactyl and a Scizor and an Umbreon. Okay, it already looks too OU from what I'm looking at, but when I saw the Ninjask, apparently this one had to make me think of gimmick, and with that I have to change my format of battling accordingly, hence why I have Liepard for one and the other one being Quagsire. Note why I've been bringing those two in. You'll see what I mean. So he brings in Aerodactyl. I'm going to bring in Finn-Niles, which is my Quagsire, and the only reason why I would think that Aerodactyl would come in first is to either use Taunt or Stealth Rocks. So I just figured, even if he does Taunt, I am going to at least get an intent to do the stockpile, but I guess he did the Stealth Rocks first, so I figured that was going to be just what I needed. So he is going to switch out afterwards and then bring in Moonlight, which is his Umbreon. And I figured Waterfall should be the safe stat play to do that. So it does take about 15 to 20%. So he is going to go for a curse, as he is pretty much trying to set up. So let's look at this. Let's look at this to start. That's curse number 1. So okay, I am still going to use Earthquake, and I'm going to take about 35%. So he's going to use Curse again. Now I believe that's another Curse. So as much as Curse is trying to be done, I just figured I didn't know if he was going to switch out again, so I just said I was going to continue on with attacking since I am at a good point. But I figured with all the cursing, I figured I'm also trying to go ahead and go for a stockpile, because if he's going to attempt for a payback or something like that, I figured there would be really much that Umbreon could do, because if anybody knows about how my Quagsire is, you know that Finn-Niles doesn't really worry too much about setups. Well, for the opponent, that is. So I was a little shocked that Finn-Niles did go first on that time. Maybe because the curse was lowering his speed, and I think I figured out how Finn-Niles works when it comes down to Unaware. The stat changes only works on the on everything else but speed, because I seem to be going first every time, even after all the curses. So after the other curse, I'm going to do an Earthquake, and that's finally a KO on that Umbreon, so I didn't have to worry about Umbreon. He brings in Gengar, does Haze. Not like that's going to really matter, because I am going to go for a Waterfall. And I figured to myself, I probably didn't have too much to worry about from that Gengar. Well, that was until I saw the Destiny Bond, and that kind of tripped up a little bit of things, because I did go for the Waterfall. Now, I did KO Gengar, but that leaves a problem. What would that problem be? The Destiny Bond also puts KO on the Finn-Niles, and that's kind of like the strangest way to a one-hit KO to be on a Quagsire. Now, I predicted Ninjask, so who do I bring in? I bring in 13 Mile. And trust me, this is going to be the most funniest parts of the battle you will see. He starts off with a Protect as I go for the Thunder Wave. Now, with that in mind, he probably has Substitute, Sword Stance, and Baton Pass as his last 3 moves with that Protect. But guess what? I'm going to go for Encore. So guess what? You're going to be stuck in Protect. Now, the reason why I keep myself at Protect is because no matter what I do, I'm probably going to wait until the second turn to Protect to see if I can do something, so I just pretend myself that I'm going for a yawn, which in truth wouldn't have mattered anyway because we did Protect and went to sleep. But I figured now that the second Protect was going to fail, I go ahead and go for the Thunder Wave, and that is going to paralyze Ninjask all the way down to nothing. So the Encore ended, and I told myself, nope, you're not getting anything else besides Baton Pass. You're not getting that Baton Pass off. So I stayed with the Encore, and it's paralyzed. Very funny. I was hoping that I was going to get the, I should have got the foul play off. But the Protect comes back in, and I attempt for the foul play again, and I goof. So right now, I'm pretty happy at what 13-9 is doing to this Ninjask. And even funnier, it can't move. So I go for the foul play right now. And I was hoping that Sword Stance or something like that was going to come up. Now, the Encore ended again, and guess what? I'm going to stick with that Encore. So, no, you're not getting anything else out but Protect. That Protect, that Paralyze Hacks would have been the best time to do another foul play, because I probably could have KO'd that Ninjask. Instead, he switches out and brings back in Aerodactyl, and I take it down to a lot. Then, I am going to do the safe play of the Thunder Wave to make sure that I have the chance to at least KO that thing. So, he goes for the Earthquake. Stone Edge would have been better than that, or Fly, or something like that. Now, with that, I am going to go for the foul play. I love foul play with these paralyzed because in this case, Aerodactyl did have over 300 attack, as I predict. So that's where foul play did pretty good. Now with the Aerodactyl KO, he's going to bring in Arcanine. And I am easily going to go for a Thunder Wave, while it goes for a Heat Wave. And it's going to hit. And I was hoping that I was going to stay alive, but it didn't. Go figure. So, okay. I am going to bring in Lion, which is my Gallade. I think this is the first time you've seen Gallade be played in my teams, but I'm going to go ahead and try for it this time since I am working with 13-mile. But this thing goes for Sunny Day, and I'm kind of looking a little funny. So I go for the Cycle Cut. Maybe I should have did another Sword Stance because something told me there was still Scizor on the team, and the Heat Wave actually misses again. So I was wondering, I should have did a second Sword Stance. That probably would have been the better time for that. He does go for the Extreme Speed, and I was praying that I was going to get a second Sword Stance off because I really needed the next round, and you'll see why. I do go for the Dream Punch, get a little HP back. I wish that crit would be against the Scizor here. The crit happened on Arcanine. He brings in Scizor, and I was hoping that the Dream Punch would at least one hit KO. You're right. That's where I wish I had that second Sword Stance, because I probably would have KO'd that Scizor after a +4 attack. And this is where the obvious plays come in. Bullet Punch comes in, and knowing Lion has not so good defenses, that's a KO on Lion. And now I have to play the game of Attrition, because now I know this Scizor has a Life Orb. He's down to 2 Pokemon left, and I figured I had the best chance of doing some things if I knew his HP was whittling down from that Life Orb. So pretty much the next 3 Pokemon I bring in was going to be Death Fighter. Lion was the first one. There's Maple, the second one. And as much as I hate to do this, Skycatcher would unfortunately have to be my third, because now I knew the Battle of Attrition, and with this, even though he is going to do the Bullet Punch, As Skycatcher is gonna fall from that bullet punch, he lost the Scizor because of the life orb. So now, this brings up one Pokemon left. That would be Cincinnati, my Cinccino, against Ninjask. Well, what I predicted, the Protect, so I just went for a workup, which would bring me at +1 attack and special attack. And trust me, that +1 attack and special attack really probably wouldn't worry too much because of the HP that Ninjask has left. Well, it would have been important if I'm saying it wouldn't be that important if Tail Slap didn't miss and he went for a sword stance. So 2 + 2 speed, actually +2 speed with the sword stance +2 attack. I tried to go for Tail Slap again and it protects, so I'm like, okay, this is gonna be either Tail Slap for me or win for Ninjask. And thank goodness it was the Tail Slap that hit, which hit for twice for a KO on that Ninjask, and a very, very good game to Bryan. That was really close. For a team like this to overcome Ninjask, Aerodactyl, and that obvious bullet punching Scizor, which really got boring, I'm surprised I won. So very good to team number 27. Actually 37. Sorry about that. Anyway, rate, comment, subscribe, give it a like if you like it. This is the Pokemon Man Skyfire saying have a nice day and see you.